Hello, everyone, and welcome to English for Today podcast. I'm Lisa.
And I'm John. We are so happy you are here with us today.
In every episode, John and I have a real conversation in English about everyday topics.
We speak clearly and naturally, so you can practice your listening and learn useful phrases at the same time.
Today's topic is something many people think about but find very difficult to do.
We are talking about stepping out of your comfort zone, trying new things, even when they feel scary.
This is a topic I feel very strongly about. I hope it gives you something to think about today.
Let's get into it. Lisa, let me ask you something. Do you think you are a person who likes to try new things?
Honestly, not always. I think I used to stay in my comfort zone a lot.
Tell me more. What do you mean by that?
Well, your comfort zone is the space where you feel safe and relaxed. Everything inside it is familiar, things you already know, places you already go, people you already know. Your comfort zone is the area of your life where you feel safe, comfortable, and not stressed. It is where things feel easy and familiar. For example, I always go to the same coffee shop because it is inside my comfort zone.
That makes a lot of sense. And I think for many people, staying in the comfort zone feels good because it is safe.
Exactly. But the problem is, if you never leave it, you stop growing.
So, what made you want to step outside your comfort zone? Was there a specific moment?
Yes, I remember I wanted to speak in front of my team at work, just a short presentation, but I kept making excuses not to do it.
Making excuses. Tell us what that means.
To make excuses means to give reasons, often not the real reason for why you cannot do something. You use excuses to avoid doing things that feel difficult or scary. For example, I kept making excuses to avoid going to the gym.
I think we are all guilty of that sometimes.
Yes, but one day my manager said to me, Lisa, you need to push yourself a little more. And that stayed with me.
Push yourself. I love that phrase. To push yourself means to try harder than usual or to do something even when it is difficult or uncomfortable. For example, I pushed myself to speak to a stranger at the event, and it went really well.
Right. And I finally did the presentation. I was very nervous, but I did it. And after, I felt so proud of myself.
That is amazing, and I think that feeling, being proud of yourself, is one of the best things about stepping outside your comfort zone.
It really is. So, John, what about you? What is something you did that was outside your comfort zone?
For me, it was traveling alone to a country where I did not speak the language. I was really scared to do it.
Wow, that takes a lot of courage. How did you decide to go for it?
Someone told me, just take a risk. The worst thing that happens is it does not work out. And the best thing is you have an amazing experience.
Take a risk? Yes, that is so important. To take a risk means to do something even though there is a chance it might not go well. You accept that things could go wrong, but you try anyway. For example, she took a risk and applied for the job even though she did not have all the experience.
And the trip was incredible. I learned so much about myself. I became more confident, more independent.
That is what happens when you face your fears instead of running away from them.
Say more about that. Facing your fears.
To face your fears means to do something even though it frightens you, instead of avoiding it. When you face a fear, you look at it directly and take action. For example, he faced his fear of water by taking swimming lessons.
I love that. And I think the important thing is, you do not have to do it all at once. You can go step by step.
Absolutely. Small steps are still steps. You do not need to jump off a cliff on day one.
Exactly. Step by step means you do something slowly and gradually, one small action at a time. Step by step means doing something slowly, in small stages, not all at once. For example, I learned to speak English step by step, starting with basic phrases.
And what do you think holds most people back from trying new things, John?
I think it is fear of failure. People worry that they will try something and it will not work. and that feels embarrassing.
Fear of failure. That is a very common thing. Fear of failure means being scared to try something because you are worried you will not succeed. It stops many people from even starting. For example, his fear of failure stopped him from starting his own business for years.
But here is the thing. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey.
I completely agree. Every time you fail, you learn something, and that learning takes you closer to success.
So, Lisa, what advice would you give to someone who wants to step outside their comfort zone but does not know how to start?
I would say start small. Think of one thing that makes you a little nervous. Just one. And do that thing this week.
One small thing. That is great advice. Because after you do it, you realize, okay, that was not so bad. And then you want to try the next thing.
Exactly. And soon, things that used to feel impossible start to feel possible. You grow in confidence.
To grow in confidence means to feel more sure of yourself over time. Because of the things you have done and learned, to grow in confidence means to become more confident slowly, through experience. For example, she grew in confidence after joining the English speaking club.
That is a beautiful way to put it. Okay, let's move into our vocabulary recap. All right, time for the vocabulary recap. Let's go through today's key phrases one more time, slowly and clearly.
You heard all of these in the conversation. Hearing them again will help them stay in your memory.
Number one, comfort zone.
Your comfort zone is the area of your life where things feel safe and familiar. Example, traveling alone pushed me way outside my comfort zone. Number two, make excuses.
To make excuses means to give reasons, often not the real ones, for why you cannot do something. Example, stop making excuses and just try it. Number three, push yourself.
To push yourself means to try harder, even when it is uncomfortable. Example, you need to push yourself if you want to improve. Number four, take a risk.
To take a risk means to try something even though it might not work out. Example, I took a risk and changed careers. Best decision I ever made. Number five, face your fears.
To face your fears means to do something even though it frightens you, instead of avoiding it. Example, she faced her fear of speaking in public and gave a great talk. Number six, step by step.
Step by step means doing something slowly in small stages, not all at once. Example, learn grammar step by step. Do not try to learn everything in one day. Number seven, fear of failure.
Fear of failure means being scared to try because you might not succeed. Example, fear of failure stopped him from applying to university for 2 years. And number eight, grow in confidence.
To grow in confidence means to become more sure of yourself over time through experience. Example, the more I practiced English, the more I grew in confidence.
8 powerful phrases. Well done for listening all the way through.
And that is a wrap for episode 2 of English for Today podcast. Thank you so much for being here.
We hope today's conversation gave you both new English phrases and maybe a little motivation too.
Here is your challenge for today. Write in the comments, what is one thing you want to do that is outside your comfort zone? Use one of today's phrases if you can.
We read every comment and we would love to hear from you.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to English for Today podcast so you never miss a new one.
And share it with a friend who is learning English. You can step outside your comfort zone together.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep speaking English with confidence. Bye. Bye.
Bye.